We are live, so go ahead, Sandra, and take it away.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's call. Just a few things before we get started. If you can continue to leave yourselves on mute, just so we don't have any background noise. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to put them in the chat. This call is also being recorded, and we are live streaming on Facebook tonight, which I'm liking.
We
So,
are.
welcome, everybody. Just briefly, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Coach Sandra Cotto, and I am going to be joined as well tonight with my business partners, Eric Mish and Melinda. We're going to be tag teaming this tonight, sharing with you all about these amazing superfoods. So, a little bit about myself. I am a plant-based lifestyle coach. I coach women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, all through a plant-based lifestyle. I got my certification through IIN, mindset coaching as well, and plant-based nutrition. I'm very, very active. I walk, I work out, and I love to really take care of myself and nourish myself with the best foods possible. My standards are pretty high. I like to eat good, organic, clean food. And Purium was introduced to me 5 years ago by my business partner, Eric Mish. And I've been using the products off and on these last 5 years, but actually started to use them exclusively really just in the last year here as I was finding some challenges myself. I started going through my changes, and my body was actually doing things that it hadn't done before, and I hadn't changed anything. Still eating plant-based. I've been plant-based for over 10 years. And I was gaining weight. My hormones were changing. I was feeling, the aches and pains, waking up in the morning, putting my feet onto the on the floor and being like, "Oh, I'm feeling a little achy. What's going on here?" I don't like to say I'm getting old because, I I don't want to say that, right? I'm like, "Oh my God, what's going on here?" So I was looking again to exclusively use Purium when Eric had seen that I was struggling, and I said, I really want to find a good, clean product to, support me. And so since then, one of the things that I was experiencing a lot was bloating for sure. Bloating, of course, the weight gain. I was working out, I was walking, nothing was helping. I started the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation in November. I am on like day 53, I think it is. Loving it so far. I've lost 9 pounds. I feel energized. Just feeling really good. And the fact that I lost 9 pounds, where this last year I had been doing so many things to try to lose weight and was really having a bit of a struggle. And so this product has been helping me immensely. So I'm really excited to be sharing this with all of you. And I am going to pass it over to my business partner, Eric, to tell you a little bit about, so he can tell you a little bit about his story and yeah, share with the rest of you. So, Eric, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sandra, for that introduction. And I'm always inspired by hearing your story of transformation and how you're helping others now experience the same. So that's really wonderful. My story started about 13 years ago, and at the time, I guess, maybe what you call a burnt out corporate executive. I was really feeling the effects of adrenal fatigue. I was working a very demanding full-time corporate job, very high stress level, very high expectations, and all of this was taking a toll on my mental, emotional, and even my physical health. And so, what I did to keep myself going, as many people do in those shoes, is I was using caffeine and stimulants. Just to give myself the boost to get through the day. I was drinking multiple cups of strong Colombian and Cuban coffee because we are from South Florida, so coffee is culture. And it was starting to really take a toll on my heart rate was skyrocketing. It was affecting my sleep. And I was getting the jitters, and it did give me short-term boosts of energy, but of course, it was always followed by a crash. And then there was all the processed creamers that I would put in it and artificial sweeteners. And so I started realizing that my health was suffering, and in particular, my gut health. And I became very susceptible to getting sick. And so I ended up getting the swine flu, which really took a toll on my body. I was put on multiple rounds of antibiotics, and I realized that something had to be done. So I started doing some research, and it led me on a health journey. And right around this time, I call him an angel. He dropped from the sky and handed me a gift card. It was none other than Joel Calandrillo, who's on this call. Joel shared with me a gift card that would not only change my life, but the life of many others. And it was more than a gift card. It was an opportunity to transform my body in just 30 days. And that's exactly what I did. I used all the components and I started seeing immediate changes. A lot of my inflammation went down. I got a lot leaner in that time, and the brain fog started lifting. I felt more mental clarity, and my energy skyrocketed. So there were so many benefits from that people started noticing. And of course, that's when I realized, hey, Joel shared a gift card with me. I can in turn share a gift card with others. This process continued. I started sharing gift cards with people that were either asking me or that I would come across. And after just a few months of doing this, I realized that I had an entire organization of a few hundred people that were ordering consistently and getting similar results. So it really took off from there, and also helped me create a residual income that was extremely helpful out as I was closing an income gap and trying to pay some debt off. I was able to do that in just a few years. And eventually my income started growing. And in January of 2020, I was able to give notice from that full-time job and go share the benefits of this lifestyle transformation with others full time. And today, I have over 90,000 people in my organization, customers and other brand affiliates worldwide. It's become a global empire and something that I can do. I can pursue my passion, and it's something that's profitable, but also something that I'm really passionate about. So it's been a huge blessing. And one of the people that I was able to share this with was my sister, who is she's a mom of two amazing kids. She's a school teacher. She's been an educator for over 25 years. She's got a master's in special education and just an incredible person. So I wanted to introduce Melinda to you so she can also share her story from the perspective of a mom and a professional educator.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melinda. And so my story with Purium actually goes back about 4 years ago when I became a mother. And it was always my dream to become a mother, but no one quite prepared me for afterward. And we're as a society, we're so focused on the health of the baby, but very little attention is given to a mother. And so postpartum, I experienced the type of exhaustion that I never have experienced before. I was exhausted. I had brain fog. Um, I was, of course, having trouble sleeping at night because of the baby being up. And so, of course, that plays in on emotions too. And so my husband had recently had an amazing transformation with these organic superfoods. He got off his blood pressure medicine, his back pain medicine, his acid reflux medicine. So when I was feeling depleted, I turned to my brother and I said, is this something that could help me as a mom? And so I started implementing these superfoods for my next pregnancy. And believe it or not, I had a totally different experience the second time around postpartum. The brain fog was non-existent. The energy that I was actually able to sustain from consuming a daily green shake and taking my gut support was something that I could not get from just nutrients and foods. And as a mom, we're so busy, we normalize skipping meals or getting fast food. So this really put healthy habits in place for me so that I can sustain my health. And now in turn, my kids are on it. At 6 months old, I got my daughter on these superfoods. And now I'm able to pay it forward with other moms, helping them get on healthy habits and also their children. So for me, it's been life-changing.
All right. Awesome, Melinda. Thank you so much for sharing. That's so inspiring. Really inspiring for a lot of moms too, that going through what you went through, these could actually be nourishing and supportive. So thank you. Thank you, Eric, for sharing your story. So we're going to be sharing with you tonight the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation program or package, or the foods that are part of this. I know, Eric, did you want to share your screen where we're going to show some of the different products? So basically, this is about nourishing and detoxifying your body, right? To have better, digestion, more nutrition. So some of the core benefits, as you can see here, increase the energy levels, reduce unhealthy fat, create lean muscle, reduce bloating. That was one of the things I was experiencing. Enhancing deep sleep. Oh, one of my favorite products I'll be talking about later that helps you do that, improve your mood and focus, like Melinda was sharing with us, and supporting that health inflammatory response. It includes, the Power Shake, the Apothecary, the Biomedic, the Super Amino, Super Cleanse R, and then you get a shaker bottle with it. So we're going to actually go into each one of these products just to share with you some of the highlights of what you can expect. So this is the apple berry flavored Power Shake, which is my absolute favorite. 53 days I'm on this program, and I've been drinking this shake every single day, sometimes twice a day, because I have my dark berry protein as well. But I love this, and I look forward to drinking it in the morning because it just kind of gives me that pep in my step. So some of the core benefits, as we mentioned, increasing your energy levels, reducing the cravings. I have to say that was one of the things that I was experiencing, was those late night cravings, right? Something sweet, which means I'm sure, as many of us, have experienced, we all have parasites, which we'll be getting into as well, that sometimes in the evenings you have those cravings. So it helps to detoxify your cells, satisfy the hunger, and burn fat at the same time. And above all, it tastes great. It is one of the best tasting green shakes I've ever had. I know people, when you say green drink or a green shake, they're like, oh, it probably has no flavor. It doesn't taste good. I really don't want it. But I'll be honest with you, it is the best. I've got my client on it as well. She absolutely loves it and feels the same way, that it tastes delicious, and it just has that light sweetener to it. And again, all of these products are organic, non-GMO, no artificial colors, flavors, fillers. What else have we got in here? We've got no GMOs, no pesticides, no herbicides. And if you see here the label, the nutrition facts, all of the vitamins and minerals that you're getting in here. I mean, the vitamin B12 is 220%. So you can feel good that these products are clean, the cleanest out there on the market. They are, made here in the US, regenerative farmers. And the cherry on top is that the packaging is not plastic. It looks like a plastic bag here in the picture, but it's actually made from hemp and bamboo, I believe it is, right, Eric? Hemp and bamboo. So you can actually plant something in this bag, buried in the ground, and it's actually going to help your soil. So this is an amazing shake that you get to drink twice a day when you go ahead and do the ultimate lifestyle transformation, whether you want to do 30, 60, or 90 days. I'm personally doing the 90-day. So it's been amazing. That's a little bit about the Appleberry Power Shake. So
Yeah.
we'll go into our next product, and I believe Eric is going to talk about our super aminos. And if you guys have questions at all, please be sure you can put it in the chat, and then we'll have some time for Q&A if you have any questions on the products. I'll turn it over to you, Eric.
Okay, so brief overview here on one of probably is my favorite product, the Super Amino 23. It is the most efficient protein on planet Earth, hands down, case closed, and we can prove it. We have over 40 peer-reviewed studies on this particular product that shows that it is absorbed in the body within 23 minutes. That's why it's called Super Amino 23. And an interesting fact about it is that it has a 99% net nitrogen utilization. They call it NNU, which means that nearly 100% of the protein molecule is utilized by the body. And you compare that to dietary protein that might be 20 to 40 or maybe 50% efficient, maybe 60% on the high end. This one is nearly 100% efficient. So there's no waste. It's also processed through the lymphatic system, not the kidneys. So it doesn't put a load on the kidneys like other proteins do. And it's vegan and legume based, non-GMO legumes. So very efficient protein. It has all of the essential amino acids that our body needs. And this is what's going to help us to create that lean muscle while we're detoxifying the body with the Power Shake and the Biomedic. We're going to be able to retain, if not build, lean muscle on this protocol. We can also burn fat and also increase elasticity in the skin. We call this facelift in a bottle. Literally tightens and pulls back the skin, creating a more youthful, younger look. And then it improves mental acuity. So I like keeping these. I have some on my desk here. I got some on my desk here that I just take in during the day when, I'm starting to get that little dip. Instead of grabbing for the coffee, I just pop a few aminos now and my brain perks right up. So really amazing product, Super Amino 23.
All right. Thanks, Eric. So we're going to go into our next product, which is the Biomedic. And Melinda, I believe you're going to tell us a little bit about this one.
Yes, thank you. This is one of my favorite products because as what has come out in the last several years is that gut health is tied to so much of how we look, feel, and perform. So our immune system is, I think over about 80% of our immune system is tied to our gut. Our serotonin, which is our happy hormones, are produced in our gut. It's the foundation of all other chronic illnesses and just getting back to health. So with Biomedic, what I love about Biomedic is that it is your pre and probiotic in one. It will flush out glyphosate. It brings down the CRP, which is the C-reactive protein. That is the biomarker for inflammation, up to 75% from the body. And by the way, for glyphosate, it will flush up to 74% from the body. So this is something that glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, this is something that affects nearly everyone, especially if you're living in the United States, because it's just such a pervasive chemical. It's in the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe. So it's been found in umbilical cords and 80% of Americans' urine. So this is something that really on a daily basis will provide that gut support for overall health.
Thank you, Melinda. I can attest to that. This has been a huge, huge, huge help for me. When I started my transformation, as I'm still going through it with the bloating and the gas and just, I would get pains after eating. And so this has really, really been supportive. So thank you. A lot of great stuff. All right, so we'll move into the next product, which is the Apothecary, another one of my favorites, an anti-aging and sleep support. It contains a lot of unique antioxidants and phytochemicals. It helps to balance your circadian rhythms, support healthy joint pain, which is what I was experiencing, deeper sleep. That I can tell you, wow. Taking this tart cherry about 30 minutes prior to going to sleep, up to an hour, I have been having, I generally have always been a really good sleeper, but I am sleeping like hard. Like, I'm like, oh, I fell asleep. Like the next morning I wake up and I'm like, wow, I fell asleep really hard. So it's also going to help create a healthy response to inflammation and healthy skin. So it's nice because you can make this as like your little mocktail in the evening. My cousin is actually on this and she is a daily wine drinker. And she said, you know what, when I was at Christmas, we had a gathering and I did the Apothecary as my little mocktail and she tried it and she absolutely loved it. And she says, you know what, I think I'm going to stop drinking wine she was drinking it on a daily basis and do this instead. And I said, yeah, it's really going to support your sleep and just give you that deep sleep, especially for my ladies who are going through their changes and have had, issues with staying asleep. this is something that would really be supportive for you. So that's the Apothecary, amazing product. It's just an organic sour tart cherry, tart cherry, and that's all it is. You just mix it with a little bit of water and you're good to go. All right, so we are going to go on to our next product, which is the Super Cleanse R. I think, Eric, you're going to take care of this
Yeah.
one and share with us. This is a good one.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Very
what
good.
transformation and or cleanse would be complete without a cleanse component? Super Cleanse R is just that. It is a parasite, but it's so much more. It helps to also acts as a chelator to herbicides and pesticides that could be trapped in the gut microbiome in our digestive tract. Certainly heavy metals and toxins that are just stored in our organ tissues. So this is a very gentle formula. If you look at the ingredients, these are very well documented and used in different Ayurvedic medicine, different holistic protocols. So ingredients like the black walnut hull, the marshmallow root, the clove, wormwood herb, the sagrada bark, senna leaf, those are all very, very gentle. They work with the body. So they don't, it's not going to send us running to the bathroom. This is very gentle. It does promote smooth movement and digestion, healthy bowel function, helps to release toxins and buildup, and then, of course, helps to flush out those parasites, which is very important. And parasites, people think of them as being these tapeworms. They're not just that. Most of them are microscopic and in our blood, and they feed off sugar. They feed off sugar molecules. So oftentimes when we crave sugar, might not be us craving them, might be the parasites that want their food. So we do need to flush them out, and that's what the Super Cleanse R accomplishes. So as you can see, all of these products are working together, these components synergistically to achieve the desired results, and that's why it's so effective.
Excellent. Thank you, Eric. All right, thank you so much. So those are the products that are part of what we call the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Program. The best part about this is that it's affordable, because if you break it down, it works out to be $12 a day, and you're getting 2 meals for those $12 a day. So, when you think about, I had posted something about, where we spend our money sometimes, and, really investing in yourself, right? This is the only temple that we have. So it's amazing because you can have a really nourishing, organic, clean product as one of your meals for, like I said, $12 a day. For anyone who might be interested in wanting to purchase one of these or look more into it, whoever invited you tonight to this call, you do get a coupon code that you can apply that will give you anywhere from $50 to $100 off of your Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. So that's available for anyone who is interested. You will get that coupon code. So just reach out to either Eric, myself, or Melinda, and we'll be more than happy to, share that with you. Also, a part of the Ultimate Transformation, we have a support group on Facebook. It's a private group for all those who are doing the transformation or who are interested, and maybe they just want to learn a little bit more about it. I'm in there several times a week. Eric is in there giving support. We share information. We share recipes, right? Because you get to have what we call flex foods on this program as well. And it's great for the busy person who doesn't have a lot of time to spend in the kitchen. Sometimes we'll opt for something super quick that's not nourishing for us, when you can easily just reach for your powder, mix it with some water, and you have an amazing nutrient-dense shake that's going to give you the energy to, power through your day. And so you're more than welcome to join that. You can, of course, get with the person who invited you. We'll send you an invite. It's a great way to get some support, right? It's easier to do it with a community than being on your own and knowing that you have a coach and others in there to guide you on that. So we'd love to invite you as well. And bring a friend with you as well. If maybe this is not for you, but you think somebody else could benefit from this, someone who's really looking for some support. please share this with them. Share the live for those of you on Facebook who are watching. Put hashtag replay. Let us know that you were here. If you're interested in learning more about it, just put it in the comments and we'll reach out to you. So that's pretty much it for the presentation. Did anybody have any questions? You can either come off mute or you can put it in the chat box, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have. See, anybody in the chat? Let me check here. Okay. Yes, Wendy says, is this all plant-based? Yes, it is. All of the products are 100% vegan, certified vegan, kosher, certified kosher, gluten-free, a lot of, yes, amazing, amazing benefits.
And just to add to that too, Sandra, for those that might be concerned about third-party testing, one of the things I love about this company is the transparency. They provide certificates of analysis for each and every one of their products. They actually third-party test for things like heavy metals, pathogens, glyphosate, of course, herbicides, pesticides, and so those can be furnished. So the company's totally transparent. They provide full ingredient list on their website. They provide the certificates of analysis, and they also in-house test to make sure that the quality and the purity of the product is exactly what they say it is. So when it arrives at our doorstep, we can trust the product. We can certify that it is what it is. It's, you know, it's something that's safe and yet effective for us and our families.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Okay, any last minute questions, any comments? Anybody have anything they'd like to add? Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Again, just as a reminder, you can get a coupon code if you're interested in finding out more about the products. Just, please reach out to the person who invited you to this call, and we'll be more than happy to help you. We'd love for you to join us.